where I give subtle yoga tips that will help you if you're a student or a teacher. So, this month in the Subtle Yoga Resilience Society, we've been working on feet and ankles, and not just the biomechanics, because as much as I love biomechanics, I also love energetics. So we've been working a lot with like different mudras that help to connect to the earth energy, and lots of different things that help us to make the feet and ankles stronger and healthier, but also to think about the energetic connections, because that's just as important in my opinion. So I want to show you a pose today that I learned many years ago from I've studied with so many different teachers. Like I've studied with Iyengar teachers and I've studied with Anusara teachers. And back in the 90s, I had a really great teacher from India. Her name was Kiran Mishra. I think she still teaches, actually. It was back in New Jersey. I think she's kind of a guru now, to tell you the truth. But anyway, back in the day when she used to teach classes, she had studied at Jivamukti Yoga in New York, and they're very interesting teachers. Actually, I've actually taken several classes with Sharon Gannon and David Life, and it's not my, like, I'm much more immersed in the Vinny yoga tradition, but I have studied with all sorts of different people, and including lots of like Chinese qigong teachers and like everything, because I've been into this for so long and I'm kind of getting up there age wise. Anyway, so this pose that I learned from my teacher back in New Jersey in the 90s is called the seat of Isis. And clearly that is not coming from the yoga tradition because it's about Isis, right? Greek? Is she Greek or Roman? I think Greek goddess Isis, right? Anyway, I love the pose for strengthening the feet and ankles. And it's just kind of fun and it's kind of accessible, and it's like it's not crazy, one of these crazy kind of poses that you need to warm up a lot for. Like you don't need a lot of warm up for it. So let me show you, and it's a little different. You're welcome to try it with me. I hope you can still hear me. I'm not going to move back too far here, so you can still hear if you're on Instagram. You like my toe socks? It was cold this morning, so okay. Like freezing last night. All right, so you step one foot in front of the other. I'm going to step my right foot forward, left foot back. It's not a big step. And then you take the arms up over your head, take a breath in, lift the heels. And when you exhale, you just bend your knees, and you can let the right hand come forward a little bit and the left hand come to about shoulder height. And I keep the palms turned in so it's a little bit better, more integrated for the shoulders. And then you inhale back up again. Exhale into the seat of Isis. It sounds so, it sounds so incredibly, I don't know what, like full of gold or something, a throne of Isis. So you could do that like 5 or 6 times, and then you could stay a few times in the pose too. And for some people, like when I look, I lost my balance. You put the front heel down. That might feel a little easier. Or you could play with it. You could take the front heel down, the front heel back up again a few times. So maybe stay for 4 or 5 breaths. Inhale back up, and then exhale, float the hands down. And then before you do the other side, you may wish to shake things out a little bit and kind of feel how that got into you're using the quads a lot. So, feel how that got into those areas of the body, and certainly feel how your feet and ankles feel. And then we'll do the other side. So left foot steps forward, right foot steps back, and they're mostly in the same direction. I guess that's why it's called the seat of Isis, like those Egyptian. Oh my gosh, it's not Greek, it's Egyptian. That just occurred to me. Okay, so the arms go up over your head, come up onto your toes. And this time you're going to keep the left arm up as the right arm comes down to about shoulder height as you bend the knees. That's so funny. I got that completely wrong. Inhale back up. And I should have thought about it before I got on the live stream, but oh well. Exhaling into the pose, and then again. And there are some interesting connections between Egypt and India in the ancient world. The Egyptians understood the chakra system. This time we'll come into the pose and stay here. So again, you could put the front heel down if you wanted to. Let's try that out. or lift it back up and kind of feel how that's working the ankles and try and see if you can get the weight a little bit more into the ball of your big toe. Because sometimes we have that tendency to go to the outer part of the foot. Okay, so like, yeah, 4 or 5 breaths and then come back up and exhale down. So I hope that's a fun one to add to your repertoire of poses for feet and ankles if you want. More, if you'd like more information or you want to study with me weekly, I teach every Wednesday morning online in my group on Facebook. It's live. It's called the Subtle Yoga Resilience Society. For those of you who are not on Facebook, all of those videos are recorded and then uploaded to our Kajabi platform. And right now, we have a library of more than 100 classes. Some of them are an hour-long class. Some of the classes are about 40 minutes. And then we have several 5-day challenges in there, which are 30 minutes. If you've ever done any of my challenges before, they all live in the Subtle Yoga Resilience Society. So it's a really big library of subtle yoga. And, we'd love you to join and to check it out. The other thing is that I'm not strictly an asana teacher. I'm also a pranayama teacher and I teach meditation. And I don't distinguish those things because they're all part of the system of yoga. And so in every month we have pranayamas and we have meditations. I teach a lot of mudras. I teach a lot of different mantras for different things. So it's very, it might be a little different than some of the other groups that are out there that are more focused on like biomechanical asana stuff. But if you're interested, let us know. And you can also check it out in the link that I provided with this video. Thank you so much for being here. See you next week. Bye.